it comes to capturing the imagination, few franchises do it better than Harry Potter. The idea of a magical subculture existing in our world, one that you might catch a glimpse of at any moment, is immensely intriguing. And being plucked out of your normal life and being told you have magical powers? Well, who wouldn't want that? Wonderbook Miranda Goshawk's Book of Spells is an augmented reality game aimed at giving you the chance to feel like you are playing with such powers, and thanks to some clever hardware tricks, it largely succeeds. Book of Spells places you in an augmented reality version of Hogwarts, with the specific brief of learning and applying 20 of the classic Harry Potter spells, most of which are featured in the books. As you progress, the spells increase in power until you're fighting duels and feel like you've earned your wizarding spurs. In the past, augmented reality has felt like one of those technologies that, while initially impressive to behold, struggles to maintain your attention for long. However, Wonderbook Book of Spells is a game that uses augmented reality to create something truly compelling. The book peripheral's blue cover design, reminiscent of a QR code, magically transforms into the Book of Spells, which of course features heavily in J.K. Rowling's books, so the mere feeling of holding it is delightful. Before you start playing, you have to choose a wand type, and whichever you opt for, the wand is considerably longer than the move in your hand. This is typical of the seemingly minor and unimportant touches in Book of Spells that actually brings about a stunning level of immersion. Thanks to the wand appearing longer than the physical move controller, you have to maneuver it with more care, because its extended portion can catch on virtual items. So while your hand tells you that you're holding a move, your other senses, and you can see yourself throughout the game, are fooled into believing that you're grasping a wand. You're also given some Potter-related tasks, namely deciding whether or not to link Book of Spells to your Pottermore account, choosing your house, and generating a wizard photo. Once that's done, the proceedings begin with a typically cute touch. Your book is covered in dust, which you must brush off with your hands. Then an owl mail greets you, followed by a foreword from Miranda Goshawk herself.
When I grew up, I quickly realized that the help I had craved simply did not exist. And so, I created the book you are holding now. The Book of Spells.
The first chapter sets the structural tone for the rest of the book. It's one of 5, each split into 2 parts. Each half chapter contains 1, 2, or 3 spells, which are introduced before you learn their incantations and gestures. The gestures are easy to learn thanks to on-screen prompts that display the required motions. Circles and wavy lines dance on screen along with sparkly visual flourishes that help you keep track of your wand position. You're tested on each spell's use, and every chapter concludes with a test in which you have to use all of the spells together. Beyond the spells, there are assorted other elements to keep you entertained. Occasionally you come across jottings by the mischievous, unnamed ex-owner of the book, which generally invoke amusing little curses. Some spells come with a colourful pop-up diorama-style cardboard theatre in which the stories of the wizards and witches who invented them are acted out. Pulling tabs using the move lets you change certain words of the story, and often to humorous effect. The joy of Book of Spells is in the way it sucks you into a very convincing evocation of Hogwarts. The hand of J.K. Rowling herself is easily detectable. The spells are fleshed out and given backstories laced with plenty of Rowling's trademark humour. Exercises take place in recognisable parts of Hogwarts, like the herbology lab and the library. You encounter the likes of gnomes, sphinxes, and baby dragons, and you might have to help them out by casting spells to drive away predators, or thwart their mischief by making golden galleons before they can be stolen. There are some issues though. It's a shame that only one person can play at a time, the story fizzles out at the end, and there isn't much replay value. But what is on offer here is a thoroughly entertaining experience for children, one that offers up unique spell-casting gameplay that's a lot of fun. Seeing a simple-looking book transform from a blue and white peripheral into a living thing is a truly enchanting experience, and captures so much of the character and wonder of Harry Potter. There's not a whole lot in here for adults, but within the context of children's entertainment where it resides, Wonderbook Book of Spells is a triumph.